Hey y'all.
Hey KH.
Hey baby.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Are we here to talk about our Mulberry Mountain adventure?
Yes we are. It was so much fun.
It was great.
We met Robert Musi and Carrie Musi up there. They were camping in the rain for the first night,
Yeah.
right?
Well, we had spot 15 and Robert, he's a lawn mowing guy and fertilization and weed control guy over there in Arkansas. Mm-hmm. And I told him we were going to be in his neck of the woods, and he said, "Hey man, I'll just come down and meet you. You're only like an hour and a half away from my home."
Yeah.
So we got spot 15 and they got spot 16. And they backed in and we pulled in normal so our doors faced each other. So
yes,
we spent the night camping and having dinner and talking with them and becoming more friends with them than we were before.
I think we spent 7 hours talking that night, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
We had so much fun.
Yep.
And then
and their puppy.
Yes.
Their puppy.
Yes, the puppy's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie made me a gift for the camper, which I hung up with command strips since we don't have any way to have magnets in here. It's all aluminum. So
that's one of the downsides of an aluminum trailer is nothing sticks to the aluminum magnet-wise.
Yeah, the command strips are amazing though.
Yeah.
So I found a way to hang some things up.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the...
let's talk about the trip. So we took off on Saturday, and it was about a 4.5-hour drive, and it's the first time that we ever loaded the RZR up into this thing.
Yeah.
So we got the Happy Jack bed with the sofas in the back, right? And I forgot to account for the extra thickness of the sofas.
Yes.
So the RZR did not fit.
No, not initially.
With the sofas up underneath the Happy Jack. But I'm going to show you in a minute. We are able to lower them down and put them flat up against the walls. And then the RZR fit.
Yes.
We freaked out for a couple of minutes before we figured out that we were able to do that.
Yeah, and then Ben remembered he watched YouTube videos and remembered about someone showing how the couches
can be configured on the sides, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So even with that, though, it's a very tight fit for our RZR. And if we would have gotten the full-size RZR, we would have been kind of screwed.
Yeah, yeah.
We have the Trail S Pro, which is the smaller of the varieties of RZRs.
Uh-huh.
And thank God we got that one, because the back wheel goes almost all the way up to the refrigerator door. In fact, you can't use the refrigerator
once you get the RZR
once the RZR's in here. And you can't access any of the cabinetry.
Yeah.
We can access the bathroom and the bedroom, though, when the RZR's in here.
Yes.
And really, that's all we need, because when we get to our destination or a halfway spot or something, we can just pull the RZR out and live comfortably. There's lots of room in here without it.
Yes, there is.
And it's perfect size for us.
Yes.
Right? So let's talk about the trip.
Yes.
4.5-hour drive out to Mulberry Mountain, which is located on Highway 23.
And it's in the Ozark Mountains, and it's in Franklin County.
Right. And Highway 23 is also known as the Pig Trail.
The Pig Trail was awesome. We rode that on the motorcycle once, and then we rode it on our RZR.
Yeah, we rode it on the RZR.
It was fun.
It was a blast. We had a good time. We're going to show you a bunch of pictures and some videos. There's lots of off-vehicle road use trails out there.
Yes.
What do they call them? OVHs, I guess.
OHV.
OHV.
Yes. We used Avenza Maps before we left, and we paid $4.99 to download the Ozark trails.
I'm glad we did. We would have gotten super lost.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing that we're finding out with these trails is they're not very well marked, right? But the Avenza Maps we downloaded it onto my phone, and it's got a GPS function that pinpoints exactly where you're at.
Yes.
So we were able to pretty much stay on the trails, although they do change over the years, and there were a couple times where
somehow we got off trail. And ended up having to turn around in a very sketchy situation.
Yeah, there was about a 200-foot drop-off, and I was having to turn around. KH thought I was going to go off the edge on the turnaround. We were able to make the turnaround and continue, and we lived to talk about it.
Yes, we did.
But the trails are wonderful out there, and there are difficult ones, but overall they're pretty easy to moderate, I would say.
Yes. The only problem with using Avenza Maps and trying to use our speaker, because I've got Spotify on my phone, they interfere with each other, so we can't listen to music while we're using the Avenza Maps.
Which I really enjoy. I just like being out there in nature without the music, honestly.
Yeah.
So, but we did get on some trails where we could have just turned off the maps and turned on the music if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Like the old logging roads and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
So
we ran across this great little barbecue place. Like, we were just riding down the road and saw it. We pulled in. It was so amazing.
we kind of got lost a little bit. We weren't really sure where we were. So we put our campground into Google for directions home, and it took us right past that barbecue place.
It's
delicious.
Very good, yes.
They're
very
just
good.
getting started up was the cool part. This is their first year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they just had like a roadside thing where they're serving a small menu.
Yes.
But it was very, very well cooked, and very delicious.
Yeah. You had, what, a burger and a sausage?
And a hot wing. Yeah. And they're gonna be expanding that over the next couple of years, and it's right off Highway 23, right off the pig trail.
Yes. It was amazing.
But that's how we got on the pig trail, is getting home, because we had gotten so far up the mountain that we had no idea where we were. So the easiest way to get home, and it was starting to get dark a little bit, was to get on the main road. And thank God we got the thing street legal.
Yes.
So.
Well, and they told us up there that
nobody messes with
the
UTVs
police,
within 20 miles or so.
Right, because there's so many that go up and down the roads, and there's so many trails. It's beautiful. I hope we can get up there sometime. Well, not this year, but next year I hope we can get up there when the leaves change.
We definitely plan on going back.
Yes.
Right, because we went at the end of the season. It was a little dry, so the waterfalls weren't as... they weren't really flowing.
Yeah.
So there wasn't too many waterfalls to see. Apparently there's lots of them.
Yes.
We're going to go back during peak season, like springtime next year.
Yeah.
They have concerts and all kinds of stuff in that little campground that we spent. I would have to rate, we're not very experienced, but I'm going to go out and say it's a 4 out of 5 on the campground.
It was amazing.
Yep.
I did a Google review, and I gave them a 5 out of 5.
Yeah. Well, you're an easy soul.
Look, the bathrooms were amazingly clean.
They were beautiful.
Cannot believe how clean they were.
So clean.
The camp hosts were great.
I caught the camp host in there one morning when I went in to take the picture for our permit to ride on the trails, because that's where they have it posted in the bathroom. Very convenient. But I went in there to take a picture, and he was in there cleaning it, and I told him. I said, man, these are the cleanest dang bathrooms I've ever seen at a state park. And I ain't lying either.
Right.
We just started the RV part, but we've been to state parks.
Yes.
We used to be tent campers.
Yeah, long time ago.
And we've been to quite a few state parks tent camping. Those were the cleanest bathrooms I'd ever seen. And the campground itself was extremely clean. And everybody was, there wasn't too many people because we're at the end of the season. Yes. But the people that were there were very courteous. Mm-hmm. The music was all turned off around 10, and there was laughter, which we don't mind that at all because we were part of that laughter.
Yes.
But it was great meeting up with the Musis. Mm-hmm. I've been talking to Robert over the phone and text for a number of years now.
Mm-hmm. What I thought was interesting is that they have black bears up there. So the dumpster has electrical fence wires going around it, so the bears can't get to the dumpster. We saw a lot of deer. And they were by the time that I got my phone out and turned on, I couldn't get pictures.
We rode right up on them.
Yes, we did.
Big
it was
bucks.
Amazing. Yeah.
Big bucks hanging out there. Mostly the bucks were hanging out together. Mm-hmm. There was a couple of does, I guess, but they were nice sized deer.
Yes.
I was surprised. Arkansas's got some big ones.
Oklahoma's looks like big dogs.
They look like Great Danes here in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But I'm used to the South Dakota deer. That's where I grew up, in South Dakota. So the big muleys on the west side of the hills, and the whitetail on the east side, a little bit smaller. But we really enjoyed our time.
Yes, we did.
And we want to show you some of the photos that we took and some video that we took of the trail riding and all that.
Yes.
So
We hope you all enjoyed the video, and we just want to say love life.
Live your dream.
And peace.
Peace. We'll see you next time.
Bye, all.